Mercury 5963-190, which you live.
Mercury 5963, New York approach Kilo, current today, advise having it. You could depart LaGuardia VOR today on a 130 for a VOR, runway 13 left approach.
For LaGuardia 130 for the VOR 13 left, or 22 left, right?
VOR 13 left.
13 left, thanks.
Got it.
Hello there guys, welcome to this, I assume it's going to be a two-part episode, EZY67AG Golf service from London Gatwick to Glasgow, up in Scotland. We're sat on the ground in Delta Echo, in the new EasyJet livery, stand 109, and there's not too much in the way of ATC. We've got London South Centre on at the moment, so we'll have to speak to London South Centre for a clearance pushback, start up, taxi, takeoff, departure. But other than that, we are going to be on our own for the rest of the flight unless any ATC comes on. It was pretty busy here. There is a Southwest Airlines for some reason here at Gatwick. But we are going to be departing hopefully within the next 10 to 15 minutes, provided we can get set up. I've already loaded on the fuel. We're going to be taking, I believe, it's just shy of 5.5 tons of fuel on board, and we're taking out a total of 144 passengers with us, so we're pretty full, nice and snug on board. But we'll get into the cockpit and get ourselves set up for a flight up to Glasgow. So I'll see you in a second, guys. Right guys, welcome to the flight deck of the A319. This is obviously the Aerosoft A319 if I didn't already mention that. I am running the new cockpit textures. Still waiting on those 4096 to HD textures to come out for the Airbus to make it look even better than it already does. But until then, we are using these nice new ones. I will jump into our position. We're going to be flying as FO today, as most of you guys that join my stream on Twitch will know I like to fly in the FO seat. So we can just check. We've got our 5.5 tons on board. Just go and check that on the upper ecam, and as we've finished with fueling, we can go and put the center pump on, and we can also put the seatbelt sign to on. I've already aligned the ADIRs, or put them into nav mode so they can begin their aligning process. But we'll just go through and we'll quickly check all the lights in the flight deck. Pretty basic test because the Aerosoft model doesn't simulate lights blowing or anything like that, so it's just sort of a quick check over. Engine push buttons are tested, and we'll just check the GPWS.
Wide slope. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
So GPWS was fine. As I said, we're going to be contacting London South Centre, so we can pre-tune that on 132.6. Chances are he's now going to go off. Let's have a look. Oh, he stayed on, and Gatwick Tower has come on. That's nice. Gatwick Tower is 124225, and we've also got ATIS on 134225, so we'll just pre-tune that, ready to go over, and then we'll choose the ATIS and go onto the ATIS frequency. We can be setting up. If I can even get the camera in the correct kind of position to view the CDU. There we go. Right, the ARAC data we can check is we're running on 1506. 1506 is current as of today, which is the 16th, I think. 15th, 16th, I can't remember. 15th, 16th of June. Sorry, 16th, there we go, 16th of June. So that's all in date. So we're going to be going from Echo Golf Kilo Kilo to Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot. I've got company route for this, unfortunately, but our alternate is going to be Echo Golf Papa X-Ray, which I think... Papa X-Ray? Let me just double check that. Oh, Kilo Papa. Whoops, Papa Kilo. EGKK, Presswick, obviously. Line the IRSs, we are EZY67 Alpha Golf. Cost index with a real flight earlier today, which departed about 2 hours ago. Which has already landed, used a cost index of 8, and the cruise flight level was 380. Can put our fuel on board as block 5.5 metric tons, so that's inserted all of our fuel production as well. We're going to be departing from runway 2 left, and it's going to be a land-borne departure, so about now we can go ahead and call up tower and get our clearance, but we'll first of all tune to the ATIS. So so we're 134.225. Now's the point I realise he's gone off. There we go.
Gatwick, time 2020, runway is 26 left.
ILS approach to be expected.
Surface wind 190, 4 knots, varying between 170 and 230 degrees. Have okay, temperature +15, dew point +12, QNH 1025. Acknowledge receipt of information, Mike, and advise aircraft type on first contact. Gatwick, info.
So we have information Mike on board. So we'll go ahead and we'll request a radio check to start off with. Make sure he can hear us and we can hear him, okay? Or her. I think it's him, it's Graham, I believe. And
so we seem to be having a few issues with the service tonight.
strange, I'll call him up now and we'll get a clearance. We've got information Mike 1025.
Airline 705, Alpha takeoff, runway 6. Airline 275, Alpha takeoff, runway 6 left. Airline 2705, taxi holding point Alpha 2, 5 Kilo November.
We should be cleared via the Lamborn 1 X-ray departure. That is the departure the real aircraft used earlier. So I'm assuming it's going to be the 1 X-ray. It could be the 4 Mike, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the 1 X-ray. So we just got to be ready for whatever he says, to be honest with that, Sim. We'll open the doors. All the doors so the cargo can be, well, the catering stuff.
Negative, Airline 275, going to take off now.
Garrett Tower, good evening, EZY67 Alpha Golf radio check from 124.225. So he'll give us a feedback of how he hears us.
Read over the 5.
Thanks so much, read you 5 also. Read you 5 also, A319 stand 109, we've got information Mike 1025, request clearance to Glasgow.
Airline 2705 airborne. EZY67 Alpha Golf. Your clearance to Edinburgh Lamborn 1. X-ray departure Squawking 0474.
Roger, clear to Glasgow on the Lamborn 1X. Clear to Glasgow on the Lamborn 1 X-ray Squawking 0474, and you might want to get that Golf frequency, EZY67 Alpha Golf.
EZY67 Alpha Golf, that's correct.
The joys of that, Sim. So we'll just sort out with radar and we'll go into max gain because it's cav okay.
Valid 2705, taxi to
So from Lamborn we are into the airway Lamborn 10. Let's just get off frequency for a minute. Just so we get those noobs. He'll probably be calling a supervisor because he sounds kind of annoyed at them. But anyway, BBK, up in November 601. 01, you can probably hear my mouse clicking in the background, so I apologise about that, but there's not much I can do about it until I get a better mic. Ribble, there's our routing up to Glasgow, so we'll just check through that there are no major discos. Expecting a disco after Ribble because the aircraft doesn't know where to go after our last waypoint, which is Ribble. We've got top of descent, decel and Glasgow. The aircraft doesn't really know what to do, so we'll delete that disco. So the aircraft would continue in a straight line to Glasgow, and we'll just check our alternate routing. It's going to be Norbo 1 Hotel. Oh, wrong one. If I can get there, where is it? Here we go. Departure is runway 23, I believe. Is Yeah, sorry, it is. Norway 1 Hotel. I'm going to leave that because I think that part of the flight plan page is missing, and I haven't got the alternate routing. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that. It's not going to make that much of a difference on flight sim. We don't exactly need the alternate routing. We're not planning on diverting. There's no reason for us to divert. The weather's looking okay-ish up at Glasgow. It's relatively similar to it is here at Gatwick, but they're finished with the catering, so we can go ahead and close those doors, and we can request boarding, so passengers can come and get on board. We're using flaps 1 with a trim of 1.0 units up as well, so we can go ahead and set that. We can use a takeoff performance calculator. There we go, flex of 67 degrees. Now we have a V1 of 121. So the aircraft was kind of in the right kind of ballpark, but it wasn't entirely accurate in terms of the rotation speeds. And 131 for the V2. Safe climb out. Transition here as 6,000, not 60,000. Be a bit awkward. 6,000 feet, so that's set. Everything else is looking good. Radios we got big and tuned with the Occam. And we've also got the ILS frequency tuned. That's all good. So there's not a whole lot we can do at the moment. As you can see, we can step through the routing if you really want to see the routing. On the ND, if we go into plan mode, we can go and step through. That's departure. Out towards Lambourne, where we turn left to Lambourne. There's Lambourne, and then continue on a sort of a northwesterly heading up to Pole Hill, and then from Pole Hill it's Ribble, and then inbound to Glasgow. So it's a pretty simple route. We'll go back to frequency. Hopefully those guys have been kicked off the frequency. We set our squawk as 0474, which is soon Lambourne 1 X-ray departure. So we are pretty much ready to go. There we go, that's running, so we can go ahead and jump back into the flight deck. And they're finished with boarding now. Just move this out of the way. There we go. So we can start the APU up now, and we'll put the bleed on. Everything else is set at the moment. We're running by EZY's SOPs, but we did the before start checklist down to line, which is cockpit preparation which has been completed, signs are on, ADIRs are aligned, fuel quantity is checked 5.5, FMGCs have both been set, and the altimeters are set to 1025, cross-checked on the QNH. So that's the EZY checklist down to line. Now EZY does do single engine taxi procedures. We're not going to be doing single engine taxi, so we're going to just jump the one engine taxi departure checklist and go straight down to the after start checklist after we push back, because we're going to taxi on both engines. The Aerosoft model is not entirely accurate in terms of how it taxis on one engine. Hopefully that can be fixed, because it'd be pretty good to have an aircraft that taxis properly. But anyway, we'll disconnect the ground power. It's no longer needed, and we'll remove the wheel chocks, traffic cones, and external power from the aircraft. So there's no more connections attached. But we'll get pushed back. Tower EZY67 Alpha Golf, push and start, stand, and 109.
EZY67 Alpha Golf, push and start, approved, facing east.
Push and start approved, facing east, EZY67 Alpha Golf, thank you. So we've got our push and start approved, so we are pretty much ready to go. We'll go on to the engine page since we're going to be starting engines.
Good evening, EZY653, request clearance to Ibiza, that was a smile.
So the beacon can come on now and the gate can go away, because I almost forgot that. Not going to kill us, but I almost forgot that. It's nice scenery at the UK. This is UK 2000s, London Gatwick. You'll see it more when we get pushed back.
You'll clear over for Governor 1 X-ray departure, squawk 2205.
X-ray departure, squawk 2205, EZY67AG.
EZY, correct.
So we are going to be speaking to London at 132.6. Release parking brake. So below line checklist, windows and doors closed, lock, beacon is on, mobile phones are off as part of the EasyJet checklist. Parking brake is now released. So EasyJet starts engine 1 first, purely because they do single engine taxi on the left engine. We're going to start engine 1 first, but we are going to use both engines to taxi. It's a bit awkward to try and taxi with single engines in this aircraft. So start mode can go to start engine 1, the ignition switch, and we can make sure we get the right kind of indications, N1, and the oil pressure is rising.
EZY67AG, position start approved, facing east.
It's a very nice aircraft, the A319, and Aerosoft did a very good job of modelling it very nicely for us. Hopefully you guys that do watch this, I'd love to have some feedback on what you guys have to say. Obviously I'm kind of new to the video scene, but a few of you guys know me from Twitch, or know my channel from Twitch. If you haven't already checked it out, then go ahead and look at the link in the description to Twitch. It's good fun, you get some good laughs over there on Twitch. But anyway, engine 1 is stabilised, we'll start engine 2. As I said, EasyJet don't normally taxi on 2 engines, so bit of a change for this aircraft, I assume. It's probably going to be quite a long video now thinking about it. It's already run about 16 or so minutes, depending on how well I edit this. There's a Cessna crashed into the terminal. Parking brake is set. So we'll quickly check the flight controls. The engines are just stabilising, so full left, full right, full up, full down, and we'll check the rudder as well, full left rudder, full right rudder. We can also set our pitch trim, if you can see pitch trim on the lower ECAM, as 1.0 up. So that's now set. We'll also go through and do our flows, so speed brakes can be armed. There we go, reset the rudder trim, set flaps to 1, tilt TCAS above, auto brakes to max. We can now disconnect the APU bleed, and the AP master can come off as well. And we'll just check the TO config is takeoff no blue, and the engine start switch can now go back to normal. So as I said, we're going to be departing on runway 26 left, landborne 1 X-ray departure. Not expecting any engine failures because this is the Aerosoft model, but in the event of the engine failure, below 100 knots we'll come to a stop. Obviously below V1 we'll come to a stop for any abnormal engine function, yeah, I'm just trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Any problems with the engines, but below 100 knots we'll stop for anything. Below 100, between 100 knots and V1 we'll only stop for engine related issues, and after V1 we'll continue into the air, sort our problems out. It is cav okay, so we can return on visuals. So we are now ready to go. CPU is gone.
Good evening again.
So tax light, come on. And we'll call for taxi.
Asian 803, cleared to land runway 26 left, surface winds 190 degrees at 4 knots.
We'll jump in now.
Lieutenant, 26 left, Asian 803.
EZY67 Alpha Golf ready to taxi.
EZY67 Alpha Golf taxi, holding point Alpha 3, runway 26 left, via Kilo Papa Alpha November.
26 left, holding Alpha 3 via Kilo Papa Alpha November, EZY67 Alpha Golf. So let's get going. So as I said, we are taxiing
EZY67AG ready.
on both engines, so we don't have to mess around with the electric pumps or anything like that, so we're good.
Point Alpha 2, runway 26 left, via Kilo Papa Alpha Sierra.
Taxi Alpha 2 to 6 left by Kilo Papa Alpha Sierra. EZY65.
So we got Alpha November.
EZY67AG
So we're going sort of there.
2205.
777. I think that's Emirates 11 that came in from Dubai earlier. I always forget my push to talk is control. I don't know why I have a push to talk when I'm making videos, but I just press the brakes and it obviously set the parking brake, so whoops.
Low-level lighting will guide you to exit. Please take time to locate your nearest exit and note the nearest usable exit may be blank. In the unlikely event of having to use an escape slide, leave all hand baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown.
So we're in the after-start checklist with EZCAM is checked, anti-ice is off, pitch trim is set, rudder trim has been reset as well. Before takeoff checklist down to lights, flight controls we've checked, briefing is confirmed, FMA setting, we've got 121 blue, 131 magenta, climb nav, 1FD2 on the FMA which is all set. Flap setting is 1 plus F, transponder we'll leave it for the moment. ECAM MMO is takeoff no blue, so we're down to the below the line, below the line checklist.
Use the elastic strap to hold in place. Hold the
So you're alright.
on each side like this. Remember to put your own mask on before helping others with theirs. A life jacket is stowed under your seat in the event of a landing on water and only when instructed.
So this guy just approaching the threshold has already been cleared to land, so we'll probably line up straight after him, judging when tower gives us departure.
Ways to click together. To adjust, pull the strap like this. Do not inflate your life jacket inside the aircraft. When you are outside,
Is he an Aegean? I think I heard an Aegean.
pulling the toggle. The life jacket fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and a whistle for attracting attention. Remember not to inflate your life jacket until you are outside the aircraft.
Yeah, he's an Aegean.
We also carry lifeguard babies and life jackets.
EZY67 Alpha Golf, from Alpha 3, line up and wait, runway 26 left.
26 left, line up and wait, EZY67 Alpha Golf, fire Alpha 3.
Your seatbelt
Nearly forgot the Alpha 3 section.
may be reminded that all electronic equipment must be switched off for takeoff and landing. Some devices may be
Anyway, our below the line checklist, cabin is secured. Oh, just putting some papers away. Cabin is secured, engine motor selector is already set. Transponder can now come on to TARA. And it's been tilted above. Landing lights can now come on. Turn offs, strobes. And we'll get the nose light in a second when we line up. When we get clear for takeoff. Packs can now come off. Let's just get on this taxi line and packs can come off. Pack 1 and Pack 2 are now off as per EZY SOPs and anti-ice is not required. So approach is clear and we got line up only.
Aegean 803, taxi holding port, correction, taxi stand 28, fire 08 right, direction 08 left, Romeo and Juliet.
I have 08 left, Romeo and Juliet, to holding to gate 28 again.
So got forward pressure in when we start rolling. Isn't easy. He was the one who got Alpha 2. So he should be holding here. But he's on Alpha November instead of Alpha Sierra. I maybe heard him wrong, but I thought he could give an Alpha Sierra.
EZY67 Alpha Golf 710 effect.
26 left, clear for takeoff, EZY67 Alpha Golf, thanks. So, start the clock. Lights come on. Set the forward pressure and we'll also go 50%. Thrust is stable. Manflex, SRS and runway.
EZY8653 behind the departing Airbus A319. Line up and wait, runway 26 left, behind.
Power set.
behind the departing traffic, lining up 26 left. EZY8653.
100 knots, just off centre line. For V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. So we've got 4 knot wind from the left. It's nothing really. So following the flight directives for now, and when we hit the acceleration altitude we'll bring the thrust levers back to climb, and we'll bring pack 1 back on, and then when we hit a flat protraction speed we'll bring the pack 2 on and then the lights off. There we go,
EZY67 Alpha Golf, London control 11.6. Hello, sir.
1326, thanks so much, EZY67 Alpha Golf, good night. So there we go, climb thrust. Pack 1 come on. Speed check, again I think it's below, I think we're, yeah, flap protraction, speed check, flaps up. Pack 2 on, lights off. Can release the cabin crew. This on the ground spotters, contact London. Following the flight.
Shuttle 3 kilo, turnpike heading 180 degrees, speed 180 knots. 180, speed 180 knots. 3 kilo.
Second autopilot, go on.
Station calling London, take on.
Good evening, just descending through out of flight level 360-84150, level by Aidan.
Return to 9 Whiskey Yankee, that's the correct descent, begin 3 Bravo 227 left.
3 Bravo,
Scuba 2775, turn left, heading
call him.
3, the correction 295, when established on the localizer, runway 26 left, this is on the right path. Heading 295, when established on the left, when it's on the right path. Turn left, heading 2525 degrees, when established on the localizer, runway 27 left, descend on the right path.
Turn 275 degrees, when established, descend on the right path,
London, good evening, EZY67 Alpha Golf, Lamborn 1 X-ray out of Gatwick holding 4,000 feet.
EZY67 Alpha Golf, London, score current, flight levels, correction climb now 12 feet, 6,000 feet.
Aidan 6,000 feet, EZY67 Alpha Golf.
Shuttle 21 Yankee, descend to altitude 4,000 feet to an H1025.
So we've idented on V-Pilot. Obviously ident on the transponder in real life, but...
Scuba 709, try and maintain your altitude please, 4,000 feet.
4,000 feet, EZY67AG.
Virgin 2214, descend flight level 80, landing runway 27 left.
and flight level 8, so
And I'm seeing the 2775 request. 2775, descend to altitude 2,000 feet further on the right path.
Temperature's good down here, to us.
I was descend altitude 2,000 feet, very advised, and we have a request from the 2775. Go ahead. I think we are planning, looking at making this a low approach and go around, the 740 before we get to another approach, if that's alright, so the 2775. 2775, roger. Yeah, you can fly the standard missed approach and let Gatwick Tower know that I've given you that 124.225. And this sounds will approach the tower 124.225, 89 Hotel Squawk Aidan, report your altitude.
So we're just stuck here at 6,000 feet at the moment because of the traffic.
Hotel 3,000 feet.
Roger, break, Scuba 719, we begin heading 275, speed 220 knots.
I'll begin 275, speed 220 knots, Scuba 719.
Maintain an altitude. Scuba 709, can you maintain an altitude for me?
Oh, shots fired.
EZY67AG, heading for 4,000, EZY67AG.
Okay, well, I've been seeing you doing that for ages, so if you can't do it, then I would ask that you disconnect these, because there are now 4 other aircraft who I need to get on that approach. So turn left at 295.
That's 295, EZY67AG.
Shuttle 21 Yankee, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, Shuttle 21 Yankee.
Running orbits,
Kilo
global,
no speed, contact tower 118.5.
global, open LC and EU English
Tower
as well.
118.5 for 3 kilo.
Why do people sound like they've swallowed their mics?
EZY67 Alpha Golf, climb EZY67 Alpha Golf, climb flight level 190.
190 EZY67 Alpha Golf. Alright, we'll open climb.
Fire 890, hotel, climb now, flight level 270.
Standard pressure, cross-checked. So the after takeoff flows, landing gear is up, flaps are retracted, speed brakes disarmed, and standard pressure has been set on both sides.
709, speed at 18 knots or greater. 180, sorry. Speed of 7091, flight of 20 localized everything, 27 left, descending the light. Roger, 2719, defense class 4 down, east to 1025, 090 degrees. Okay, 4,000 feet. Please. EGKK-53, climb now, flight 270.
Climb level 270, EZY
Shuttle 21 and turn right heading 250 degrees, climb status and low climb heading 27 left, 27 right. I think it's 250 degrees, you probably see traffic. And 19 right heading 090 degrees.
Anyway, just past flight of 100, landing lights come off.
719. Version 2214, leave Boddington heading 120 degrees, speed 220 knots.
We'll take the seatbelt signs off in a second as soon as we round this turn. It's a bit of a tight turn, I don't really want to turn the seatbelt sign off and have people falling all over the cabin. Way real life at least.
Heading 120 degrees, leave Boddington, correction, heading 120 degrees, speed 220 knots. Shuttle 21 100, speed 180 knots. Heading 100 degrees, speed 180 knots, 290 onward. Thank you. Speed 709, speed 160 knots, maintain until 40 LE.
Going to airports on the ND now.
Speed 7119, speed 180. Speedbird 719. EZY67 Alpha Golf, reach of Brexit, Leicester. Report your requested flight level.
Direct Leicester requesting 380 EZY67 Alpha Golf.
EZY67 Alpha Golf, which is flight level 380.
Direct Leicester, flight level 380 EZY67 Alpha Golf, thank you.
Speed 2775, turn heading 120.
Direct 380.
3,000 feet.
Left
120 degrees.
We'll try and find Leicester, there we go.
2775.
So we've got direct to Leicester.
Shuttle 2, on right, heading 250 degrees.
Straight line most of our route.
Be ready, 709, contact tower 118.5. Speed 2789, monitor Unicorn 122.8.
Turn to see what sign off now.
Speed 2789, Unicorn, goodbye. Shuttle 210, ready to stand the right path. On the right, California. Shuttle 2, right, on the those lines, they're on the 09 flat. Descend on the right path. Starting to technical 21. Virgin 2214, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1025. Speed 2775, turn left, heading 080 degrees. 2775.
So, not much to talk about.
27 with 2,000, 4,000.
Speed 27, core code and climb now, flight 310.
Flight level 310, speed 27.
Speed Kilo 719, turn left heading 3633.
2360, Kilo 719.
21 X-ray, descend to altitude 3,000 feet further on the right path. 3,051. Shuttle 219, speed 16, turn until 40 heading.
So we're going to get given Unicom. As soon as I get given Unicom, guys, I'll end the video and then we'll pick it up at part 2.
Find 3, redirect Petra. EZY67AG redirect X.
Proceed to Western, 693.
This time the 9 West Yankee descends flight level 80.
So we'll look see if there's any weather while we're here. None. Don't know why.
719, degrees.
Don't really know why I'm expecting any, to be honest.
290 and December 270 left, speed base 719.
2214, turn right heading 140 degrees. Shuttle 21 X-ray speed at 1, correction speed not less than 16 knots to 40 MAD. Not less than 16 to 41 knots. Speed at 27, redirect red. Redirect red, fast speed at 27.
So we should be getting Unicom in a second, and as I said, I'll probably leave this video here, as there's no more ATC. And I'll pick it up at the other end of the UK.
40 meters, speed base 719.
2214, speed 180 knots, turn right heading 160 degrees.
There isn't a great deal to talk about in these kind of videos after here.
EZY67AG contact was 370. EZY6753 climb by level 370.
Level 370,
Fly A9 hotel climb by level 370 and then redirect X-ray.
Oh, 370. For direct X-ray, flight rate, no go.
That's correct. Strike Lake Shuttle 21 X-ray contact Heathrow Tower 18715. Tower 18715 will turn up to the plane. Forward hand right heading 190 degrees. Speed of set. Bring tower 118.5.
Just waiting for Unicom now.
Thank you. Speed 2775, turn left heading 50 degrees. Turn 350 degrees, speed 2775. Yeah, 653 in my airspace, transmission Unicom 12 to gas by 8.
22 ADC 693, I do service.
Right, break 13 2214, turn right heading 240 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet. Version 221, select correction when established on the localizer runway 27 left and turn on the right path.
So, it's a bit of an awkward situation because I want to go to Unicom. I want to end the video, but I don't like ending the video unless I'm on Unicom, since I'm still under ATC. But he should be giving me Unicom sometime because we are approaching Luton. So, if I look on the
Yankee fly heading 325, 38 miles from touchdown, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1025.
There's Luton. I do have UK2000, just not enabled, but that is Luton. London Luton.
Correction speed at 2775, turn left heading 290 degrees, clear eyes approach, runway 26 left. No, use clear eyes 26 left, runway 2775. Virgin 2214, speed 160, maintain until 40 ME. EZY67 Alpha Golf, 1C Uniform 122 decimal 8, goodbye.
Unicorn 122 decimal 8, EZY67 Alpha Golf, thanks so much, good night. Right, that is Unicorn. So guys, if anybody's still here, I'll end the video and hopefully I'll see you guys over in part 2. I'll leave you with some exterior shots of the aircraft climbing up to or through flight level 275 up to 380, which is going to be our cruise for the flight into Glasgow. So hopefully guys, I'll see you in part 2. I'll link in the description if I can remember, but hopefully I'll see you over on Twitch anyway. So thanks very much guys, have a good day, bye bye.